All right, time to rent a car and we're gonna hit the back roads. Let's go. All right, we just rented a minivan and I'm gonna take this camping down a logging road. A lot more room in here than in the other SUV. I'm just gonna pull these seats out at home and then, yeah, we should be in business. Let's go camping. We're in this rental minivan and we're onto the logging roads now. This is where things get really interesting because we're off the beaten path and we're going to find an awesome spot to camp tonight. There's unlimited kilometers on this van, and as I'm probably not very welcome at U-Haul right now, this seemed like the way to go. There's a bit of a storm up ahead. The clouds are not looking too friendly, so this could actually be a fairly stormy storm chasing type camping trip. Who knows? So next stop is finding where we're gonna camp for the night. We are way up a logging road on a spur of a spur in the middle of nowhere with no cell service. But we're peeking around. We want to find somewhere that's got like a little fire ring set up because a lot of people do come up to camp this way. And yeah, it's all crown land, so we're allowed to be camping here. Let's find a spot real quick because I've got a hankering for step 2. And I think we may have found a decent spot here, but we'll keep looking. Just we'll keep looking to see if we can find something even better than that. Okay, yeah, we got a lot of rain coming, a pretty big storm. We're at the end of the road right here, so we're gonna have to backtrack that way a little bit and set up. But yeah, I gotta get out of here before I get hit by lightning. I like these reverse cameras. It's pretty handy to have. Oh yeah, we found our spot. We're gonna set up right here. And as soon as there's a break in the rain, I'll start pulling some stuff out. But this is gonna be home for the night. It actually is not a bad spot at all. And I think I even have cell service up here, which is kind of strange. So yeah, just waiting for the break in the weather. Aha! Quick break in the weather and time to get this rudimentary shelter set up to keep us a little dry. We're going to be sleeping in there, but we don't want to hang out in there the whole time, so Gazelle screen gazebo to the rescue. All right. That should keep us dry and keep our equipment nice and dry, because the whole back of the van is full of gear and stuff like solar panels. Bunch of stuff I picked up on sale. It's a really good day when I catch those sales. So yeah. We got all the gear brought into this screen shelter. It is raining, but the rain goes just down on the outside of the screen, so it's keeping us pretty dry without the side panels on here. So that was step 1. Step 2, yeah. I don't know if I'd mentioned in the video, I think I mentioned I have beautiful camera wife with me on this trip. So cheers, out here working with my beautiful wife today, and it's a nice break from just working alone. So I do have some stuff that I picked up. This was like Christmas. I walked into Canadian Tire. I know you guys, you're gonna rip on me about that, but it's the only place I can find middle of the road gear. Anyhow, it was like the week of sales. So I picked up a solar panel on sale from like $550 down to like 100 and some. I got a battery. We got a bunch of stuff. One of those plug-in coolers, because I'm so sick of coolers. At the second or third day, your meat's floating around in a bunch of melted water. So I'm just done with that. And it's not that expensive of stuff, but I just have put it off for so long. So the one thing, this is life-changing. You know how I love my thermocells. They do an awesome job, but they run on those little butane canisters. And the problem is, one of the pads lasts for 4 hours, and one of those butane things lasts for 12. So unless you set a timer, you're just going to burn your butane thing off, and it won't be doing any good. So this is their backpacker thermocell. It's smaller, and it goes onto one of these isobutane cylinders that you'd already be using for cooking. Comes with a little portable carry pack. It's 50 bucks, but well worth it. And I don't mind having an extra thermocell kicking around, because sometimes the wilderness gets a little infested, and you just have to turn on your insecticide and clear out a nice 12 by 12 area. So that is, from now on, what I'm using exclusively for insects. Those mosquito coils have the same ingredient, but it's far less concentrated. So hopefully thermocells are going to eventually come down in price, but that is a big step, being able to use this thing instead of those $1 million butane things. So that's all I have to say about that. The humble baked potato always takes about 1,000 hours to cook. So I gotta throw them on now, get them cooked, and warm them up later when it's closer to dinner time. Oh, that almost fell over. All right. Yes. Nothing better than the pitter-patter of rain and being relatively warm and dry while it's absolute chaos outside, you know, just a few feet away. That is the essence of hunkering down, is, you know, being almost cozy in adverse conditions. And this is getting a little adverse. I'm actually concerned about the road condition when we go to leave here with all this rain. So it will be an adventure. Holy crow, this one takes the record. In all the logging roads I've been down, this is probably about the most mangled sign I've seen. And yeah, we're set up right across there, so it's clearly a recreational spot for some sport shooting. I just wonder what it originally said. It's kind of a strange sign to have up against the side of the road, but probably said no shooting or something. I don't know. Yeah, a little bit off the beaten path here, and I always bring the bear spray with me. Holster is the best thing to have it in, but I can't find mine, so just in the hoodie here, the old hunker down hoodie. And you don't have to go far off the trail to find awesome spots that you could build a secret little cabin. So I've always kind of got my eye peeled for those type of things. As long as I can get, as long as I can access it with a vehicle and leave the vehicle somewhere kind of inconspicuous, yeah, I could build a little, you know, like, you can't even see this if you're off the road just a little bit. Like we're right over there. But, you know, if it's a 5-minute walk and I got a little secret cabin on Crown land somewhere, nothing wrong with that. I think there's great possibilities here. I'm just wandering around a little bit here in the woods, and these are the wild roses I was talking about in the other video. And they are a true rose. They don't look quite like what you get for beautiful wife on anniversary or Valentine's Day, but they are indeed a rose, and quite wild. It is not camping without a fire, and we're going to start one here. We're at the point of no return because the solar panel came in is going to get burned, and that means I can't return it anymore. So this is the rental Kia Sedona, I believe. We put in a little foam mattress on the bottom here, and it fits surprisingly perfectly. So the rest of the whole thing is like the Shangri-La of staying in the back of a van. And even better, unlimited kilometers on this thing. And we don't have to risk our own tires, because we just put new tires on the SUV, and the SUV is a lot more cramped. Two of us in there, we could do it, but it would not be fun. With this, it's a little bigger, and you know, it's got 50,000 K on this 2019 model, and I'm sure they're the original tires. Now, we had a flat the other day, and we woke up and had to pump it up. We had, thankfully, one of those little booster packs that also pumps up the tire, and we brought that with us. It was not provided by the rental company or anything. So if you are going to rent a van, particularly if you plan on taking it down logging roads with no cell service, have one of those tire pumps and a booster, just because things can get ugly real quick when you're out in the woods. Gonna warm these baked potatoes back up. They're pretty baked, and they're actually still pretty warm. Throwing a corn on the cob, and I cook it right in the husk. That's the way I do it. It should cook up nicely. So this is what I've built tonight. I could have gone a little more elaborate on the baked potato. However, it's getting late, and I only want to damage my heart so much. One little bit at a time, not all at once. But yes, I could have bacon and everything else on this. Well, now this is exactly what I would want to have at a super summer barbecue. On a scale of 1 to 10, that was extremely delicious. So I'm gonna crawl into the SUV. Beautiful wife is already in there, and I'm gonna join her because I've been up a little bit later, and we're gonna see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning. It is time to trim this crazy little thing I call a beard. I'm not taking it completely off, but it's time. The setting is on 11. I think 11 is a good length of, feels more comfortable. Yeah, that's good. So nicer to shave here than in the city or in the bathroom at home, because I don't have to clean up the sink. Ta-da! Looks like we could get a little more rain. Not exactly what I wanted to happen. So we're going to tear this down and move along to another spot of which we know of. Well, yeah, we just beat the rain. She's starting to pour. So we're going to get back to another campsite, look around there, because we stopped there the other day, and I may have left a cable behind that we need for the solar panel, but that solar panel is not going to do as much good today with all this clouds and rain. Unbelievable. Well, let's figure this out. We're on the way to go cook lunch or breakfast or brunch or whatever we're doing, but we got sidetracked on this logging road, and we found what is going to be a real good campsite, if I have anything to say about it. The road just kind of ends here. We got actually cell service, that's kind of cool. View of the mountains down there. Just really cool place. I wouldn't take a two-wheel drive vehicle down that road. but I don't know, I just thought I'd show you guys this little cool spot that we found. Hey, we got a nice little campsite here that we're gonna do our lunch in. Then we're gonna hit the road, our brunch. Mosquitoes are ferocious, of course, because that's what happens around here. We get attacked by mosquitoes constantly. But a little bit of food, and we'll get on the road, get back home. So it is fun doing all these trips, but there's obligations around the house that have to be tended to as well. There we go. Should cook up, hopefully nice sunny and runny, and yum. So, well, that's cooking. I have to give a shout out. Clearly, I'm not sponsored by Dollar Shave Club or anything like that, but I am sponsored by the generous beer donation gift people. So everybody that's donated, you're making some cooler adventures very, very possible, and yeah, it keeps me going. So thank you to everybody, and also anybody that's bought any merch. You're all amazing folks. So. Maybe I'll put it on a clean plate. There we go. That, yeah, just runny enough, just how I like it. Super fast and easy way. Super fast, super easy, super runny. Yum. So the sun's not cooperating. I really wanted to test out that solar panel and the cooler to see if it can be done. Like, it can be done, but I want to be able to do it with just one panel and one little battery. So I will experiment with that hopefully soon and get a video up just dedicated about the cooler and the solar panel if the sun ever comes out. Because we're going to need that on the river. We're doing 10 days and I don't want to eat just canned food. I want to have something refrigerated fresh with us. So anyway, that's the plan. And yeah, we're just packing up here from our little brunch thing, and we're gonna head back into town. So thanks for watching along. If you like these type of things, please consider subscribing, and we'll see you next Thursday. Maybe sooner if I get that cooler running, if the sun comes out. So cheers guys, and you have been camping with Steve.